Hi, from Magic Kingdom. Today I am continuing a challenge where I let a random toy or game determine my day at a theme park, and today I am letting darts decide my day at Magic Kingdom. And I know that they're not darts, they're like sticky balls, but it's a dartboard. This is pretty weird to be going this way, definitely from the TTC, but this is my dartboard. And with this, I have 12 balls, and then my little notepad. And I've made it to Magic Kingdom, and it's a pretty rainy day today. And I'm also getting here very late in the evening. I only have maybe 3 or 4 hours until the park closes. I have blockout dates coming up for Magic Kingdom, so this is sort of my last time that I can come here for like a month or two. It's starting to rain again right now, but the fun thing about this is that I can flick it and it'll just open. The rain sort of does complicate things. I got my umbrella out. I need to try to find a place that's dry and preferably outside to start this challenge. And I can't go up here to the trains, so I'm gonna go over to City Hall. So I'm over here, undercover, and there's a total of 760 points that I can get on this dartboard, and I have 12 balls. The lights just came on, so it's getting dark here already. And this is pretty much where where the Easter Bunny meets, where we'll meet in a couple weeks or a few weeks. So this is my list that I just spent the last 50 minutes trying to write down. So these are the point increments that I'm going to get, I guess, with this dartboard. I feel like this is going to be very random. There's not going to be too much of a strategy of me trying to actually aim to get a particular amount of points, but these are all of the activities that I'm going to potentially do tonight at Magic Kingdom, maybe just until the park closes or until the parade of the fireworks. So ride least favorite ride the longest wait ride, eat a new food, ride a water ride the nearest ride the shortest wait ride, drink a new drink, ride the furthest ride, eat a boring food, buy a souvenir, ride a roller coaster, explore somewhere new, ride my favorite ride, and then meet Mickey Mouse. I just tried to write these randomly on here, didn't really think about the points associated with these activities that I could be doing, but I'm going to take out my dartboard and start my challenge. So the rain has proven to be quite an obstacle with this, but I've leaned up my target against this curb. I'll probably do this with the future attempts of doing this, or put it on a bench or a table or something, but I'm gonna stand, I don't know, maybe 4 to 5 feet away, and I'm just gonna throw all my balls at this and just see how many points I get. Wow. Okay. So this is actually pretty easy. I'm just sort of lobbing it, not really aiming. So this is actually pretty nice. And if I do miss it, then I won't redo that ball. I don't think, because there's just so many points that I could be getting with this. Okay. Those are all the balls? No, they're not. I have one more in my pocket. No, I have a couple more in my pocket. This is super exciting, isn't it? Okay, I missed that one. Maybe I'll just lean it up on the ground, or just lay it on the ground like that, instead of leaning up against something. Some of these are on the line, so I did my best to estimate this, but this is 520 points, which is to buy a souvenir out of all of the different combinations of different rides that I could ride, or foods or drinks that I could eat or drink. I am buying a souvenir. But something else is that if I did get a bullseye, I did want to do something fun, which I'll show what that is in just a second, but look at this sunset right now. This is gorgeous, and I want to see the new castle paint job. The sky is pink and red and gold. This is my favorite time to come to Magic Kingdom. And there's the new castle paint job all the way down there, but I'm gonna go inside the Emporium to get a souvenir, I guess. Look how beautiful this is. The castle's a little bit pink still right now, but you can't see. I'll get a little closer to it, but it is definitely white. Well, it's pink because of the lighting package, I guess, but it's definitely white, or gray. It's not super easy to tell getting this close even, but this is an improvement over the 50th anniversary paint job, definitely. I think the pink was fun, but I'm glad that it's reverting back to what it was, or very close to it. Hopefully it's not finished now. It will be reasonably quickly because I missed the moat. Also, I'm not gonna go to the Emporium. I just need to buy a souvenir. I don't have to actually get it at the Emporium, so I'm gonna go back here somewhere. I'll do my darts challenge back up by the carousel, I think. This is the back of the castle, which I didn't even realize had been pretty much painted white when I visited Magic Kingdom last with my family about a month ago. But yeah, the entire castle's almost done. I remember when it was the 50th anniversary, I remember this side of the castle was being painted first that I saw walking over from the wishing well. So I was going to go back over by the carousel to do my challenge, and then I thought about maybe going over here behind the fountain. But I think I go over here at the base of the castle. I think that seems pretty appropriate, just right over here on the stairs. I have to do this pretty quickly because this is definitely not a spectacle. So I'm just gonna start throwing my balls, and this is probably gonna slide down the stairs. One day it'd be cool to go to Cinderella's Royal Table. This just looks so weird. Just people watching or walking by. There goes one of my balls. Please don't go away. One more, I think. Maybe not. So the idea with this is to just be silly and to have fun. That's why I'm being a little bit more casual with it. Wow, this really lights up in the fountain really great. So this is 390 points, which is to, what is it? This is to drink a new drink. So I'm gonna go find a new drink, and I still am going to get a souvenir. That one just didn't feel as time sensitive. This is really cool. They've closed this area for the fireworks. There's nobody over here by the sword and the stone. So I did mention bullseyes, and I brought these Disney princess packs. So I did decide what to do with that. If I did get a bullseye with a red ball, and I've been throwing the balls randomly at my target, if I did get a bullseye with a red ball, then I was going to open up one of these packs of cards. I had to try, just in case. This sword is not budging. Darn. So I opened up my pack, and these are the cards that I got out of the first pack. I wanted to do something with these cards, but I don't know yet. I was thinking if I got a certain amount of a princess, like if I got mostly Belle's or Cinderella's or Rapunzel's or whatever princess, then I would do something related to that princess. Stay tuned. So I'm on the other side of the castle blockade. You can't get to the castle because of the fireworks. The entirety of Main Street is closed off now because it is at capacity. So I'm glad that I'm on this side of the castle. So what I'm going to do, I did make a reservation for Beak and Barrel for a couple hours from now. That is going to be my new drink. I did try to see just generic restaurant drinks, but pretty much everything is closed except Cosmic Rays, Pinocchio, Village House, Pecos Spill, nothing really exciting. So I'm going to Beak and Barrel in a couple hours, and I will get a souvenir when I happen upon a souvenir that I actually want. So I'm going to do my challenge again. I haven't done anything, but I will fulfill what I intend to do. And then I have my packs in here that may end up being something, I don't know. This challenge is ridiculous, and I'm having fun. I tried to combine these things that may not have really needed to be combined, but I don't know. This is what I wanted to do tonight, and I'm just trying my best. So I do want to ride a ride. That was the intention of doing this challenge. So I have my target set up over here behind the castle. I'm just gonna start throwing my balls at the target. Is this going to fall over? I got a bullseye, and I lost a ball. So I got a bullseye last time too, but the ball was yellow instead of red. This one's green, and I did just open up my packs if I get a green bullseye, just on the off chance that I happen to get that, and there goes my ball again. There we go. I counted the points, and this is 470 points, which means I'm going to eat a boring food. This is the best Magic Kingdom challenge video I bet you've ever seen. So I put it in order at Pinocchio Village House to get probably the most boring food you could possibly get at Disney World. I got chicken strips. I never get chicken strips because they are so boring. So I couldn't go up here to eat my food, and luckily for me it was ready very quickly because it's such a boring order. But there's my chicken tenders and fries, and what are these condiments, just to try to make this a little bit more palatable and exciting because it's so boring. I was going to eat this inside at a table just right inside the door, but then I was like, what am I doing? It's so nice outside. At the moment, it's not raining. So I ate that over there in like 10 minutes, and I'm going to come over here to continue my challenge. There's no way this doesn't fall. I don't know, we'll see. Whoops. Just throwing the balls into the bushes. I still had a barbecue packet in my pocket. I almost threw that. That would have been funny. Okay. Wait, I have one more. So this is 500 points, which would have been to either eat another boring food or buy another souvenir, which I still have yet to do. So what I'm going to do is go over here. So I'm going to put this right over here, and I'm going to throw the remaining balls that I missed to see what I'm doing next. How many points is that? That is 590 points, which that is to ride a roller coaster. I'm finally riding a ride. I've got a few good ones to choose from. I could go to Space Mountain or Tron or Seven Dwarfs or the Barnstormer. It doesn't have to be the biggest roller coaster, it just has to be a roller coaster. Also, I thought about it, and with the princess packs that I have, however many I open up, whatever is the most common princess that I get, the souvenir that I buy at the end of the night is going to, I want it to be about that princess. So that way I could use these packs that I brought, I can use my dart game that I have, I can combine them, which was my intention to do that. Oh, happily ever after. So the fireworks are about 10 minutes, and I checked the wait times. So Seven Dwarfs is a 45-minute wait, and Space Mountain is also a 45-minute wait. Tron is a 95-minute wait, so I'm going to Barnstormer so I can do other stuff too. Whoever the wall supplier is of Walt Disney World, Disney is keeping them in business. There are walls everywhere. The walls go all the way back around here. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Like all the way to the back there, and that's probably why the Pete Silly Sideshow characters are not meeting back here, because all the tents are closed. Big Thunder Mountain is finally opening back up in a couple months. That was closed for like a year and a half. Big Thunder Mountain is opening back up in a couple months. That was closed for like a year and a half. And then also Buzz Lightyear is opening in like a month. Of course, Space Mountain just dipped down to a 15-minute wait. But if I time this right, the fireworks are starting in like 5 minutes. Maybe I'll be able to ride the Barnstormer while the fireworks are happening, and that would be great, right? I don't think I've ridden this at night in a long time. There is a little bit of a delay when the fireworks start, when Happily Ever After starts, to when the actual fireworks are set off. Look at that, I'm walking directly to the front of the line, pretty much. I just want to try to time this. If I can watch the fireworks, it'd be cool. All right, Happily Ever After just started. Oh my God. Yay. Whoa. Oh, my wing's in the way. Cool. So the fireworks from Barnstormer. And there's the castle. There's so much going on. I'm overstimulated. So the train, I think in front of the one that I was in, would have been the ideal one. That's when the fireworks started, when the train in front of me was up here, pretty much. But I still get to see the fireworks, so I'm not complaining. I didn't really end up timing that. I just got in line when I did, and there was actually kind of a little bit of a wait. This is pretty cool, though. Okay, I'm gonna find a place to continue my challenge. Wow, there's like nobody riding Dumbo. So I'm gonna go over here, I think, because it's very quiet. The perfect place to do my challenge, because I'm so embarrassed doing these challenges. So I put my target right here on the stairs. Oh boy, there weren't scrim in front of the castle. Okay, this is probably going to fall. And there it is. Just don't fall down the steps, please. Can I get everyone on this time? That'd be cool. There's no aiming to this at all. Oh. Oh, that's a bullseye. Oh no. So at least I'm consistent. This is 490 points, which is just to eat more boring food. This really wants me to eat boring food. So I think I'm just gonna redo this, because even if I did try to use the one that I missed, then I still don't see myself doing anything. Yeah, because I've already eaten a boring food. I'm going to buy a souvenir. I rode a roller coaster, so I think I have to do this again. I'm gonna try this a little bit further away. See if that helps at all. See, all these are just going into the puddles, and I'm sad about that. But this might give me a variety of stuff. Just the fireworks are happening around me. Okay. See, I had good intentions with this and how I expected this to go. Oh, that worked out. But I think I might finally get like a lower tiered one, maybe. Yep, definitely. So this is 190 points. So I have to eat a new food. This challenge just wants me to eat and drink and be boring. What I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try new food from Beacon Barrel, because we didn't eat all the food that they had there when we went. So the fireworks are ending right now. Pretty much this is where I did that. This is a great place to watch the fireworks. I think my preferred place, if it's not in front of the castle, is behind the castle. But this is very secluded back here at the moment. A little obstructed, definitely. I'm gonna try to back up a little bit. Yay, fireworks. So I'm gonna continue my challenge and get my food with my drink. I set up my target in front of Casey Jr. here, and I tried to put it like in the groove, so hopefully this doesn't fall over. But I'm standing pretty far away. Hope it doesn't bounce like behind this gate. This is actually fun. This is the best one I've done. Oh no, please don't fall over. Oh, this is terrible. Oh no! It'd be cool to get another bullseye so I could open up another princess pack. I'm trying to make that make sense, even though I know that it doesn't. Is that it? Oh, I have one more. Oh man. So I was hesitant to put this on my list. So this is 220 points, which is to ride a water ride. And the only water ride is going to be Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And I put that on here because I was hoping to maybe go over there earlier when it was still light out so I could see the construction of Rivers of America and Thomas Rhett Island. But now it's just going to be dark. But riding it at night is pretty cool. So I'm going to go over to Tiana's Bayou Adventure and ride that, and then I'll kind of be in the vicinity for my Beacon Barrel reservation. It's kind of nice is that I did work in the circus about a decade ago, more than a decade ago now, and the ambient music of this land just makes me so happy. I've worked ungodly hours in Storybook Circus. I've watched the fireworks just standing out here and working very late into the morning back when Magic Kingdom closed very late. It was a really good time, but yeah, it brings back some memories. Also, it's probably the churros back over here, but this area specifically smells so much like Disneyland, and it's really nice. I'm still avoiding the front of the castle, and I guess I'm not going to be going to Tomorrowland tonight. This is the firework crowd, and this is the post-firework line for Senator's Mine Train. Hope it's not the same for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. It did rain today, so I'm going all the way back to Frontierland, to the very back of Frontierland. Hold on. So I said water ride. Right? This is a water ride, technically. It's a Small World. Pirates of the Caribbean is also a water ride. It's a boat ride, I know. I don't know, the intention was that it was going to be a water ride, like a ride that you can get wet on, but it's Small World, Pirates of the Caribbean, they are water rides. Tiana's is posting a 5-minute wait. I'm just gonna do what I intended to do and just go ride Tiana's. This will still put me next to Adventureland, so I can just walk over to Beacon Barrel from Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and I didn't hear anybody yelling on that log, so maybe there's nobody riding it at all. And here's Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which I think by the next time that I come to Magic Kingdom, this will be open, because I don't think that I'm going to be able to come here for a little while, but I'm excited for this to be open, and then you can absolutely see the construction from that queue. But Tiana's is still posting a 5-minute wait, which this line is just moving straight up the stairs and through the Below station, definitely. I don't really get the time to look at this stuff. Sometimes I'm either walking through it really quickly, or I'm with people. The same with this room too, with the beignets. I don't know. Whenever I want to actually stay and linger and look at the decorations, that's when I always seem to move quicker than I want to. So that ended up taking 5 minutes, exactly, pretty much. So I somehow ended up in my own log by myself. Maybe I'll still be able to see a little bit of the construction, even though it won't show up on camera. This was a pleasant little surprise. This is such a pretty ride. But I do miss Splash Mountain though.
Hey y'all! Thanks for helping me book the musicians for our party tonight.
You're welcome.
Lois, they're on their way.
I got a bit of a splash on my side there, and I didn't love that. I'm trying to see if I can see anything of Rivers of America. I know that I have to call it Piston Peak at some point, but I'm being ornery. This would be the perfect place to be able to see it if it was daytime. Being the only person in my boat, I'm a little bit front heavy. Oh God. Let's see if any of these animatronics are working. They are.
Tiana was right. There are musicians out here and they are good.
They're the bees and knees.
Uh-oh.
Tiana, you were right. The Bayou's got just what we need.
I hope they all come to the party to play, but let's explore a bit more.
How's this?
I'd buy a t-shirt with him on it, I think. Getting so scared. I got a bad splash at the beginning of this. Woo! All right, got a little bit of a splash. Not terrible. I did stop in the lift hill back there. That was interesting. Wow. I think I really needed that. That was pleasant. So I have just enough time to get off of this and then head over to Adventureland for my dining reservation by myself for Beacon Barrel. This was pretty cool though, getting the entire log to myself.
Knows how to make a party special.
Hey, I've made it back to the dock, to the load station. I got a little wet, but not bad. So my reservation at Beacon Barrel is pretty much, right now, it's in like 2 minutes. The park closes in half an hour, so that's probably gonna be the last thing that I do at Magic Kingdom tonight for my challenge. So this is a little bit of an obstacle. There's Starlight. Going this way? Doesn't it usually go this way? There's a couple parades. I thought the first one, yeah, the first one I thought went this way, and then the second one went the other way. Am I remembering that right? All right, I crossed over by Pecos, just barely in time to, wow, the first float is just right there.
Welcome on this journey through the stars, where anything
crap.
is possible, and your most
How do I get back to, I have to go this way to Adventureland? Okay, Blue Fairy, turning around and going back over to like the Adventureland, I guess, entrance, which is right here by Country Bears. All right, I just checked in for Beacon Barrel, which is back up here by Pirates. All right, I made it in time. I'm checked in. This is Beacon Barrel. I didn't think about it, but I could have just gone inside Pecos Bill, like over there, and then popped out and just walked over to Beacon Barrel. Just going through Adventureland, but I did not think about that.
All hands to stations! Repeat after me, crew! Batten down the hatches! Strike the mainsail! Secure the cargo! And most importantly, hold on! My poor boss is cursed monkey!
There's a squall. So that was fun. We stood over there last time, the only other time that we've been here, and I had to look back at the video that we did. So we got the Griddle Cakes and the Kraken's Catch last time, and then we got the Siren's Whisper and the Barrels Ablaze. So I'm just standing at the bar this time, waiting for the pair to come out. So I did get a new food, and I got a new drink. So this is the Hibiscus Rum Punch Royale, Puerto Rican Rum Hibiscus Demerara, and Lime topped with Prosecco. And then this is the Island Provisions, plantain chips, blue corn tortillas, and toasted flatbreads served with mango chutney, garlic chimichurri, spiced guava, and zesty culantro cream dips.
Well, shiver my timbers! Where's that heavenly sound coming from? Oh! Oh no! My Blackbeard's sizzling whiskers! Crew! Sound the alarm! Mermaids! We got mermaids! All hands, shield your ears, lest this blasted siren song turn us all into spellbound. Your heads, everyone, as you were. Drink up, me hearties. Yeah!
All right, I think my 45 minutes are up. I just wanted to get one drink and one snack, just some new food and drink at Magic Kingdom that I've never had before. And I did it. The park closed about 15 or 20 minutes ago, and it is still pretty busy here at Beacon Barrel. I'll look over here to this map room because it's empty right now. It's a very small space. I know that I'll be back again. This is such a fun bar, and we were all here like a few months ago, pretty much, and there were no walk-up reservations. I was able to just check and got a reservation for 10:30 p.m. So I don't know, it's just because it's slightly less busy right now. It's not technically spring break yet when I'm here, so maybe that availability was just easier to get day of, but there were no walk-up reservations again. Okay, I am leaving Beacon Barrel, and again the park is closed. Also, Jungle Cruise would have been a great ride to ride, just a water ride for convenience because it's right there, and then I could have come over here to Beacon Barrel. But I don't know, if it wasn't a walk-on, because Tiana's was a walk-on, so that just worked out well for me to do that and then just come straight over here. This usually has a little bit of a wait, so I don't think that I could have ridden this and then gotten my Beacon Barrel reservation in time. Probably not. I remember we used to be able to go down the stairs. But it is really quiet now, and Beacon Barrel was still like half full. But I still have to go to the Emporium on my way out of Magic Kingdom because I need to buy a souvenir. I'm just looking back at what I did today with this challenge. I think that this ended up working. I don't know, I sort of stayed around the same point range. Once I got a little bit more risky and threw my balls from slightly farther away, it got more interesting. I also wanted to go to Casey's Corner, but I think I did not want to come back to Main Street. But I'm going to the Emporium, and I'm going to figure out what to do with these cards, these princess cards. These are the most crappily made cards I think that I've ever seen. And most of them are just wrong. I don't know, I'm slightly, just barely amused by these. Just the wrong princesses, the wrong dresses. I don't know. So I got these packs, and I thought that I would use them somehow in a challenge, and I just wanted to fulfill the challenge, and I still have all these other packs that I didn't open, which are probably just, I don't know, just as bad. So if I'm going off of the princess whose picture is on the card and not the incorrect name or dress, then Aurora is featured the most in these cards. And look at the attack and defense of Cinderella. There's a lot of attack and defense points, but hers is crazy. I don't think that Aurora's gonna be the most represented Disney princess. There's this pretty cool merchandise for Walt Disney World, just Magic Kingdom, I guess, specifically. No, I guess I love Walt Disney World, but I don't see Aurora. You can buy a Dumbo attraction and a tram. I'm trying to look through these shirts, and I already have this shirt. This is the only reference to Aurora that I can find right now. I do like this shirt a lot, this Main Street USA shirt right there. So unless I find something better, I think that I found what I'm going to get, which is one of these ducks. It's not an Aurora duck, but it is a Maleficent duck. There's this like journal over here, but what would I use this for? I'm disappointed I'm not seeing anything else relating to Sleeping Beauty at all. I guess I spoke too soon. There's a keychain right there. Do I get that keychain or this duck? So I'm gonna get this duck for Arla because he loves ducks, but they also have pins. There's Aurora, and there's a Maleficent over here. And then the fairy ladies. I need to rewatch Sleeping Beauty. Here are the princesses' crowns. This one's Aurora's, but that's $20. There's also this villain's pin set, and there's Maleficent. This is only $40. So I'm getting quadruple the pins for half the price, something like that. So I just checked out, and I got those pins and the duck, and it is after midnight. I don't remember the last time that I closed at Magic Kingdom this late. The Emporium is closed. I decided to open up the other princess packs just to see what other cards I could get, and they are just as equally disappointing and weird with the attack and defense points, but I am leaving Magic Kingdom. It is so late. I don't really want to be that person, but this is pretty cool. I think that my only option to get back to the parking lot is the ferry boat, and I just missed the ferry boat. I'm sure that there was better Sleeping Beauty merchandise than the stuff that I found, but at least I found something. It is 12:30. It's funny walking around the circus while the fireworks are happening. Reminds me of working at Disney over a decade ago, and then riding the ferry boat at like 1 o'clock in the morning reminds me of going to Disney over a decade ago with my college friends, and then we would drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours back to Gainesville where we went to college. The park closed about 2 hours ago, so I don't think that the trams are running, so I'm just gonna walk back to the car. So I'm going in this video. I'm exhausted. I drove to Magic Kingdom today from work. I wanted to do this challenge. I'm going to be blocked out probably until summer, and I've had this dartboard with these balls for a long time. I've had these princess mystery packs that I've wanted to try to incorporate into some sort of a challenge. I wanted this to be kind of like a hybrid challenge with this like bonus associated with it, and I don't think that worked out, but the darts were fun. I I don't know, when I put these challenges together, I try to just conceptualize it in a way that I think it will work, and I think it worked. And that is the minute that my lavalier microphone died, which I didn't realize, but you can see the little light blinking on the microphone because it's not connected to a wireless receiver. This is Editing Roy, and I also realized that I could have gotten significantly more than 760 points on this challenge. But it was fun, because I rode rides and had some food and drinks. Thanks for watching!